Alright, so to start our princess shells stitch pattern, we want to start with a multiple of 12, and then you add 6 once you have all of your base chains. So I have a total of 30 here. Alright, so for row 1 we are going to work a triple crochet and chain 1 3 times into our 6th stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you want to work a triple crochet, and a chain 1. Alright, and now you're going to skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in that next stitch you just want to put a single crochet. My yarn is very, very delicate this morning. Now we're going to chain 1, and you're going to skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what you want to do is work a triple and a chain 1 in that stitch. But you're going to work that 7 times in that stitch, okay? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more time, 7, and make sure to do that chain 1 after that 7th one. Alright, so there's a full shell. Now you want to skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in that next stitch you just want to single crochet. Okay, and now you are going to work that across to the last 6 chains. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're pretty much there. What you want to do once we have that last shell done, you have that single crochet put in there as well. You want to work a chain 1, and you want to work a triple crochet 3 times into the last chain, okay? So go into the last chain. So there's 1, 2, and here's the 3rd. Okay, so basically you have a half of a shell here, and this is a half a shell on this end, and then you have your full shell here in the middle, and that's only because of the length that we did. It will get, you will have more full shells if you do a lengthier pattern. And again, this is just to show you the example piece. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we will turn, and for row 2 you want to chain up 1, which I just did. I chained up 1, and you want to actually do a single crochet right into that first stitch. Now chain up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You want to single crochet in the next single crochet, which is right here. Okay, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to skip 3 triples. So 1, 2, 3, and you want to single in the top of that next triple. And then we're going to repeat that again. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I want to jump over to this next single crochet and put a single there. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now what you're going to do is end with a single crochet in the 4th chain. of the beginning chain 4. Okay, so leave that first one and go down to that fourth one and put in a single crochet there. And we have our second row completed. Row 3, we want to chain up 1 and single crochet right into that same stitch and chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single in the next single, which is right here, and then you'll repeat that across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single into the next single, which is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single in the next single, and chain up that last 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you're just going to single into that turning chain. Okay, and this pattern would be wonderful for a scarf just because of the simplicity of it, just the open net design of it as well. Alright, row 4, let's chain up 1. Let's single crochet into the first stitch and chain 1. And now what we're going to do is a triple crochet, chain 1, 7 times into the next single crochet, which is right here. So you want to do 7 times. So our first triple and chain 1. So you will do that 7 times total, because we're making, actually with this particular example piece, our second full shell. So there's 3, 4, 5, there's 6, and 7. Make sure you chain that last one. And now you want to single crochet into this next single crochet. Now chain up 1, and in this next single crochet you want to do our third shell, because the way that they're working the shells here is they're being alternated. So you see that they'll be going in an alternating pattern here. So let's work our next shell. So 7 triples with a chain 1 in between each one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now what you're just going to do is we will single crochet into the top of that turning chain. Okay, and now you see the pattern is beautifully starting to form. Okay, so we will turn now for round 5. We'll chain up 1 and single into that first single. And now what we're going to do is chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you want to jump over, skipping these first 3 triple crochets. So make sure you're looking at your shell. So 1, 2, 3, skip those first 3 triples and single crochet into the next one. Chain 6. Okay, single crochet into this next single crochet here, and we will repeat that process. Chain 6, skip 3 of those triples and single in the next triple, and then chain 6. And you want to single into that turning chain, just like that. Okay, and I know it's a little difficult to see it, but if it were a larger piece you could see it better, but as you work it, and also this yarn is just a little bit floppy. Probably not the best one to have worked this pattern, but it does its purpose. So we will be back with rows 6 and 7. Row 6, now we want to chain up 1, and we are just going to simply single crochet, chain 6, and single crochet into that next single crochet, chain 6. And some of these rows are already repeating themselves. Single in the next single, chain 6, single in the next single, chain 6, and single into that turning chain again. Okay, and now for our row 7, which is our last row, you want to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is going to count as a triple and a chain 1. So now you want to do a triple and chain 1 3 times into this first single crochet. Okay, so let's do our first triple and chain 1. So 1, 2, and 3. And now you want to single in the next single crochet, chain 1. Now what you want to do in this next single is we're going to work our first complete shell of this row, so you want to work your 7 triples with a chain 1 in between. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you hear something funny, Rico is sitting down here at my feet. He is snoring up a storm. And there's 7. Okay, so now we'll single crochet in the next single. And then what we are going to do here into the last stitch, you want to chain 1 first, and then what we're going to do into this turning chain is you want to do chain 1 and a triple 4 times. So here's our first, there's 2, these are the half shells on the end, 3, and 4. And that is pretty much the pattern itself. Now what you simply want to do to complete this is you will go back and repeat rows 2 through 7 and just keep going with that until you get to your desired length or width, no matter what you're doing. And again, the multiples are 12, and then you add 6. So however you want to do that is by far your choice. And you see how I was pointing out earlier how the shells are being staggered, and on the ends of course you will have partial shells, like it's like that with most patterns. So this is a beautiful pattern from the photo guide, the complete photo guide to crochet, and you will find the written pattern there. So until next video guys, happy hooking!